In May 2020, a disturbing 911 call came into Westerville Police Department. 50-year-old Matthew Moore was reporting his wife, Emily Noble, missing. But this wasn't the first time Matthew had made such a call. Just 1 year earlier, he had reported his son missing, only for the boy to be found dead in a nearby forest. Now, his wife had vanished without a trace, leaving behind her phone, wallet, car keys, and every personal belonging. When police arrived at Matthew's home, something immediately felt wrong.
Hey, how you doing?
My wife's missing. Matt Moore.
Wow, Officer Hollis.
She's uncharacteristically missing.
Okay.
I have her wallet's here. She carries a wallet, her ID's in it. There's some money. Her phone's here. Car's in the garage.
The way he spoke, the details he provided, and the eerie certainty with which he predicted his wife's fate would soon make him the prime suspect in what appeared to be a carefully staged murder. This is the disturbing case of Emily Noble's disappearance and the husband who seemed to know far too much. When Officer Hall arrived at Matthew Moore's residence, he found a man who appeared distressed, but something about his demeanor raised immediate red flags.
I've been up since 10, probably.
10 a.m. today?
Probably. Guessing. When I got up this morning, all I did was look on my phone, find my phone, and it said she was here. I just figured she was in the other room. Eventually I got up, I walked around, she wasn't here. She forages, she goes for walks, and she picks wild edibles. That's kind of her hobby. She goes around here. It's a real short walk, it's 15 minutes the most.
Emily Noble, a 52-year-old woman, had been missing for only 7 hours, yet her husband had made no effort to search for her himself. He claimed she enjoyed foraging for wild edibles and often walked a nearby bike trail, a journey that took only 15 minutes. Despite knowing exactly where she might be, Matthew simply waited at home. Inside the house, detectives noticed Emily's bed was neatly made, her phone sat on the nightstand, and her wallet with cash and identification remained untouched. Her car was still in the garage. Every sign pointed to someone who had left in a hurry or someone who had never left at all. But what truly disturbed investigators was Matthew's immediate assumption that something terrible had happened. He compared his gut feeling to the one he experienced when his son died by suicide just 1 year earlier. For someone whose wife had been gone less than a day,
a lot of the time I was like, well, maybe she's just out doing that. But
So you would know where we could look if we need to go that way.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's public, it's on a bike trail. I mean, I don't know why she would stop there. I have this gut feeling right here. It's when my son died, same thing. It's right fucking here. It's awful. This is so unusual. I'm dying.
I'm afraid something will happen.
This is not normal.
Yeah, this isn't her.
Has she ever threatened to harm herself? Ever done this before?
No.
Okay. Is y'all's relationship healthy? She never threatened to leave you or anything like that?
No more than any other relationship.
All right. So I see that the bed was made. Did you do that or she did that?
That is I just noticed that. You're right. I didn't make the bed. She did. That bed was made when I got up today. I didn't make it. So she was, I'm guessing, here this morning.
this leap to tragedy seemed premature and deeply suspicious. When officers returned with news that a neighbor had seen Emily in the garage that morning, Matthew's response was anything but relieved. Instead of hope, he pointed out a misplaced power cable hanging in the garage, suggesting it didn't belong there. To investigators, this seemed like a deliberate attempt to plant the idea of suicide in their minds without saying it directly. He was guiding them toward a conclusion, letting them connect the dots themselves. This wasn't the behavior of a worried husband searching for answers. This was someone who already knew the ending to the story.
He's going to help start circulating the area you told me about. Just give me just a second, and I also want to contact St. Anne's and see maybe if she's over there. Okay? Give me just a second, sir. Thank you. Sir? Okay. All right. So we found a little bit of information. We still don't know where she is yet. Your neighbor saw her in the garage between 9 and 10 a.m. this morning.
This morning?
This morning.
10 in the morning?
Yeah, around 9, 10
Awesome.
o'clock. Can you show me her vehicle?
Matthew's certainty about Emily's fate, despite zero evidence, made investigators increasingly uncomfortable. Why was he so focused on the idea that she had harmed herself? Why wasn't he out searching? And why did every detail he mentioned seem designed to support a specific narrative? 2 days into the investigation, with no solid leads, police brought Matthew in for a voluntary interview, hoping his cooperation might shed light on Emily's whereabouts. But what they discovered instead would only deepen their suspicions.
Can you show me her vehicle? Is it better to go inside or this way?
Let's go this way. Keys in the car.
All right, so her keys are in the car.
I had the worst case scenario in my head. Maybe she did something to herself. So I started.
Do you have any
around.
reason why? That's what I'm. You know what I mean?
I would hate to even think about something.
Okay.
I mean, it's literally like she vanished, and it's just not her. Man. Let me show you one thing. And
Okay.
Just because I'm crazy.
No, show me.
This thing here doesn't belong here.
What do you mean it doesn't belong here?
Doesn't belong. That's where it belongs. Right there.
Inside the interview room, Matthew immediately questioned whether the interview was truly voluntary.
This thing here doesn't belong here.
What do you mean it doesn't belong here?
Doesn't belong. That's where it belongs. Right there. I just noticed it. I took it and put it there.
Now, can she reach that? Because she's very short.
I don't know. I would hate to think. I don't know, man. It's just weird that it's here.
An odd concern for someone who claimed to want help finding his wife. Then came the statement that made detectives' ears perk up. I didn't do it. At this point, Emily was simply missing. There was no crime, no body, no evidence of foul play. So what exactly was Matthew saying he didn't do? As questioning continued, contradictions began to pile up. Matthew claimed Emily was home at 8:45 a.m. based on a text message she had viewed, and he cited a neighbor who saw her around 10 a.m. But investigators had already confirmed the neighbor retracted his statement, admitting he might have been confused about the day. Even more disturbing was Matthew's repeated use of past tense when speaking about Emily.
We could have done this at my house
No, this part we can't do.
because it's not voluntary.
No, it's completely voluntary.
Then I could leave if I want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm just.
Yeah,
Maybe
you can try that door right now.
At some point, could we, I want to help you. I want to get this going because I didn't do it, and I want you to find whatever the hell happened to her.
Me too.
I want it to happen.
Between 11 and 3, what were you doing? Were you just laying there on the couch?
11 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, it was lying in my son's room.
Okay. And you didn't notice she was gone? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. Her sister made a group text. It was at 3:45.
Mm-hmm.
She says she responded to it.
At 3:45 p.m. on Monday?
Yes. Let me think. I'm getting it screwed up. No, it was 8:45 in the morning. That's what it was. It was 8. So while I'm sleeping.
She said she sent a group text at 8:45 that night?
To her and I. And from that, you can tell whether someone views it. And she said that we both viewed it at some point. So to me, she was there at 8:45. Emily was there. And the guy across the street, John, said that he saw her at 10. So that makes it look bad for me.
Well, it just makes it gray. It just, not to just, we're not going to put.
You guys want to look at any of my body? You want to look at anything at all? I'm here.
Well, let's just talk. And
I hope you guys know that I love my wife, and I would never hurt.
As if she were already gone. He speculated openly about suicide, insisting that if she had harmed herself, she would have done it somewhere close where she'd be easily found. Yet, police had searched extensively and found nothing. Friends and family confirmed Emily had no history of mental health issues and wasn't on any medication. So why was Matthew so convinced she was dead?
I don't know where to go now. What do you want to know?
So scale of 1 to 10, relationship with her, what would you rate it?
It would fluctuate, but we were on since 6 months. It was an 8. I did not hurt my wife. I did not hurt my wife. I loved her. I would speculate to say that she might have hurt herself, but if she did, you would have found her by now. She would have went down somewhere close and done it. Was there times when she would kind of say, I'm not afraid to do this. She's thinking, yeah. I mean, don't they all kind of be like that?
And why would you think she would hurt herself? I mean, possibility.
Because she was, not that she ever would. I'm just saying she was emotional. She would get emotional.
If you ask me if I had to bet, I feel like there was some foul play involved. I would think it's very odd that she would leave voluntarily, leave all of her possessions, items behind, not go to work. So it's a possibility. It's happened before, but very unlikely. Or is she involuntarily missing? So my question is, what happened to her? We know that you were the last person to see her. That's what we know. Definitively.
Is there anything I can do to make it so you guys don't think that? Is there a polygraph test? Is there anything you need?
Matthew had volunteered to take a polygraph test, confident it would clear his name. But when the computer voice stress analyzer test concluded, the results told a different story. The CVSA indicated signs of deception, particularly when Matthew was asked if he knew where Emily was.
Was Emily in the rough?
She was it rough? Not really.
Did she like to be choked?
No, but not to the point where she couldn't breathe or really hardcore like that.
Talking with one of her friends, there was a time within the last year where she had bruises on her. The friend was concerned that you were being physically abusive towards her. Em then told her that no, that's not the case. It was rough, which again, completely legal.
There you go. I don't understand why that would help you find where she is right now.
Would you pass a lie detector test?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
You do it?
You got it.
When confronted with these results, Matthew's demeanor shifted. He became defensive, nervous, asking if he could leave, questioning whether the interview was still voluntary. Investigators pressed harder. They pointed out inconsistencies in his story, the failed lie detector test, and his suspicious behavior. They accused him directly. You killed her. Matthew denied it repeatedly, but his explanations felt hollow. Without concrete evidence to hold him.
All right, Matthew.
Yes, sir.
As I said, there are no tricks. I have not lied to you since I first went up to your house yesterday. I'm not going to start now. Now, when I ask you the questions, I just want you to answer yes or no. Is your name Matthew Moore?
Yes.
Are the lights on in this room?
Yes.
Do you know where Emily is?
No.
Is this the month of May?
Yes.
Did you kill Emily?
No.
Are we in the city of Westerville?
Yes.
How do you think it went? You comfy with it?
Yeah.
Does it make sense and everything like that?
I said maybe no. So something that was a little awkward.
Okay.
Is it not good? You shown deception.
Number 4, does she know where she is?
Yeah, but you said 4 and 7?
Police had no choice but to let Matthew go, but they never stopped watching him. Over the following months, search teams combed through every park, trail, and wooded area in Westerville, including the exact location where Matthew's son had been found dead a year earlier. Despite their efforts, Emily remained missing, and investigators feared the worst. 4 months after Emily vanished, a group of women walking through a Westerville park made a grim discovery. Hidden beneath a tree, partially concealed by brush, was a badly decomposed body. Officers rushed to the scene and immediately knew this could be Emily Noble. What they found was haunting. The body appeared staged, almost ritualistic in its placement. One arm rested by her side, near a black water bottle containing a peach-flavored alcoholic beverage. Nearby lay a wedding band and an engagement ring. A USB cord was wrapped around the neck, attached to a tree branch above. She was dressed as if for a night out, not for a walk in the woods. But the most chilling detail of all, Matthew had predicted almost every single element of this scene 4 months earlier.
All right, back out. Hey, get them out of here. Set up crime scene tape. Yep. She's been there a long time.
Yeah. What was it? May?
And
May was when she was.
It's in there. You can tell it's decayed and everything.
So the big thing now is setting up a
Setting
perimeter.
perimeter.
You know who this likely is,
Yes.
and getting a car over to that house.
To tell him.
Hey, Dickinson. What? Make sure those people aren't texting this out to anyone.
That's a computer cord. That's a USB. Yeah, it's a USB. That's a computer cord.
You can see right there.
Yep.
What is she wearing? Looks like
Some kind of
a nightgown.
And why?
Exactly.
Oh, well, what is that? What is that? That's the top of the shirt. That's a water bottle.
Water bottle, maybe?
That's a water bottle.
He had mentioned a cord, suggested suicide, specified she would be found close to home, and even pointed out the garage cable as if planting the seed. How could he have known? The coroner ruled Emily's death a homicide, noting fractures consistent with strangulation. Investigators were convinced Matthew had murdered his wife and meticulously staged the scene to look self-inflicted. The next morning, he was arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder and 1 count of felonious assault. Matthew Moore sat in jail for months awaiting trial.
Hands on your feet! You see him good?
His elbow, I can see him good. Use your left hand and unlock the door. Only your left hand. Put your hands back on your head. Do not move.
Yes, sir. Keep your hands right where they're
Coming
at,
off.
all right?
Coming off.
You got anything on you at all?
No.
All right, step straight out here. We're going to work. Come on. Good, guys. All right, we're going to walk over here towards the grass, all right? Palms together like a prayer.
Prosecutors built what they believed was a strong circumstantial case. They highlighted his refusal to join search efforts, his past tense references to Emily, his failed lie detector test, and the eerie accuracy of his predictions. They argued he had strangled Emily, staged her death to look like suicide, and manipulated investigators from the very beginning. But the defense fought back hard. They pointed to investigative errors, mishandled evidence, and a lack of any physical evidence linking Matthew to the crime. No DNA, no eyewitnesses, no murder weapon. They reminded the jury that Emily's first husband had died by suicide, as had Matthew's own son just a year before. Could this truly be another tragic self-inflicted death in a family haunted by loss? Expert witnesses clashed. Some said the injuries proved strangulation. Others argued the branch and cord could have supported Emily's weight. After less than 3 hours of deliberation, the jury returned with their verdict: not guilty on all counts. Matthew Moore collapsed in tears as the decision was read. He walked free, but questions remain. Did justice prevail, or did a killer escape punishment? The truth of what happened to Emily Noble may never be fully known.